Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been like a month that I have uploaded here in a long format video. So I just want to sit down and talk to you guys about my favorite products of 2021. I know it's already 2022. It's I think 12th of January that I'm filming this video, and I think I'll take another 2 days to post and upload this video. So it's definitely been a month or month and a half that I have literally sat down and spoke and uploaded something on YouTube. So actually in the month of December and also during this January first weekend, so I was completely occupied with my family events and traveling and also my health. So that's the reason I kind of put YouTube behind and I was focusing on all the other stuff. But I had been consistent on Instagram. If you're wondering, I'll leave my Instagram handle on the screen for you to check out. I kind of post every alternate day or every day on Instagram. I try to be consistent over there because I don't have to speak a lot. I don't have to, add certain edits that takes time. I kind of am habituated to upload on Instagram at least thrice or 4 times a week sometimes. So yeah, if you're not following me on my Instagram, I'll leave its handle on the screen. But I think you all are, whoever is watching this, are coming from Instagram. So if you're already following me there, hello, welcome to my channel, welcome back. And I just want to sit down and speak to you guys about some of my makeup favorites of 2021. As I said, it's already been like 10-12 days into January, into 2022, but I still want to talk to you guys about the products that I have been loving for the past year, because without talking about those products, I don't really think it will be fair to kind of start a new journey, like start a new year and bring out new products. So yeah, there have definitely been some products that I have been loving throughout 2021, and I definitely want to create a look, create a video and just talk to you guys about what those products are and what I have been really enjoying. So without rambling any further, let's dive right into the products that I have been loving for 2021. I kind of want to step into each and every category, but of course I don't have favorites for all the categories. I have something that I have been loving more than the other, so I'm just going to speak to you guys about that while I go. So to start off with, I'm firstly going to prep my lips. I'm going to use the Too Faced lip injection. This is a product that I have been head over heels. Is supposed to be like a plumping and moisturizing gloss, but I kind of really love the kind of feel that it gives to my lips. It's not thick at all and it is not extremely glossy. It's just like any other lip balm, and it just hydrates your lips and also get it ready by the time I get to my lips, or by the time when I'm ready to apply my lipstick. So yeah, the first product is a lip prepping kind of a product. It's not like extremely hydrating in terms of chapped lips and stuff. By the time I reach to my lipstick part, it just kind of makes my lips plumped, juicy and ready in terms of prepping it. This is basically the mini variant of the actual lip injection. Because I love this so much, I went ahead and purchased the lip injection gloss as well. So this is the lip injection gloss. This one is in the variant or shade Wi-Fi for Lifey, but I don't like the texture of this. I don't like the feel of this. It has a very icy feel to it, like it has a constant cooling effect on your lips, whereas the lip injection extreme is like tingling and a little bit plumping, but this is like throughout cool, as if you are having Mentos, something applied on your lips. So I'm not a huge fan of the lip injection glosses, but I really like the lip injection extreme. So the next product I want to talk to you guys is an illuminating moisturizer. This one is from Sugar Cosmetics, and this is their Bling Affair or Bling Leader illuminating moisturizer. This one is in the shade Peach Poppin. There are, I think, 2 more shades in this, like a golden champagne one and also for a bronzer skin as well. But I really like the consistency of this. It is more like a strobe cream. It is not extremely glittery. It is not extremely textured. It has a very moisturizing feel to it and it has a beautiful glow. It just blends right into the skin. As you can see, there is no residue of glitter or anything. It's just a little bit sheeny kind of a moisturizer. It just gives this beautiful glow and hydration, and again prepped for your foundation. I think ये मैंने 2020 के initial months, I think Jan Feb के time पे इसको use किया था, and I remember the time that I used it, I felt like it's such a great dupe for MAC Strobe Cream. If you guys don't know, MAC Strobe Cream का original like a full variant, like a full size product is somewhere around 2000, 2500 or something, and this is somewhere around 600 rupees, like dead cheap in comparison to MAC Strobe Cream. I really like this one. I think मैंने इसको काफ़ी यूज़ किया है, बहुत हल्का सा फील हो रहा है right now when I'm holding this. That speaks that I have been loving this quite a lot. Now before going to our foundation, I want to speak to you guys about my brows. To be really honest, I have not found anything majorly like a favorite in terms of brows, but I really like this e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. It is like a spoolie on one end and a brow pencil, like a twist on thing on the other end. This one is in the shade Deep Brown. It is a nice like brunette kind of a shade. It matches well. But I'm not a huge fan of this. So 2020 was mostly about soap brows or like feathery brows and everything. I did try to attempt that, but I haven't really came across into mastering it. मतलब मुझे उतना अच्छा सा soap brows करने नहीं आता है, and that's the reason I sticked more towards gel pomades and brow pencils. Maybe I'll get into it sometime soon, because like feathery brows or soap brows are in trend even right now, so I really want to get into that. But as I said, there was nothing like a specific favorite in terms of brows. I ended up either using this is the e.l.f. Instant Brow Pencil, or my PAC Super Brow. This one, I have been using this for like 2 years now, so I don't want to mention this in 2021 favorites. But as you can see, I have used a lot of it and it's still going really good. So in terms of longevity and in terms of no-brainer brow gel, I would highly recommend you to check this. This is the PAC Super Brow. This one is in the shade Walnut Wax. Again, जैसे मैंने कहा है, ये मैंने 2 साल से use कर रही हूँ. It's not dried up, it's not powdery, it's not turned into something disgusting or anything. It is absolutely working just the way it was when I opened the packaging. So I will highly recommend you to check out the PAC Walnut Wax. But then there's no specific one product that I have been loving for 2021 in terms of eyebrows. So I'm just going to use a concoction of these 2 products and do my brows. I mean, in terms of brow pencil, this is a really nice one. जैसे कि आप देख सकते हो, just a few single strokes will just give you a nice fuller looking brows, and the color is also really good. If you're looking out for something affordable in terms of eyebrow pencil, I would say you can definitely check this out. I personally want to try out and dig into more brow products in 2022 and maybe step into soap brows, and maybe in 2022 favorites I'll end up showing you a brow, soap that has been like my holy grail if it's still in trend. I think it will be in trending season or trending things for I think another year or 2, because again 2022 is also more about getting into natural makeup, because now COVID situation is again getting worse and everything. People are going to stay at home and just try out products that just kind of enhances their complexion and just enhances their own features. So I think soap brows is something that is really key to that kind of a trend, and because it is so natural looking and it is so effortless. But I think it just takes time and some kind of a technique to get used to it, and I don't have a lot of bushy brows to do that soap brow thing, so that's why I'm trying to figure out, will it work? Intensified them a little bit, kind of added a little bit of strokes and everything, and that is how it's ended up looking. I kind of like it. Right, so next product is a primer. Now I don't have like a primer that I have used for a really long time, but I discovered this by the end of 2021, I think in November. I'm not 100% sure. So this is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. you have heard about this. This is like a holy grail product in terms of e.l.f. category, and it is like a putty. It is really soft and smooth, and it has a luminosity to it. Now I already have my Sugar Luminous Moisturizer, but it's just a moisturizer, and it's kind of gives like a glow, but nothing in terms of pores and fine lines. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. Putty Primer right around my pores area, and you can see how glowy that is. As I said, I started using this in the very end of 2021, but I'm going to insert it here in favorites because I absolutely love this. It just prolongs the longevity of your foundation. It hides pores, and it is so luminous. Like if there is some product that gives luminosity in terms of primer, this is so good. Like really like it. Now I think there is also a matte version or matte variant in this kind of formula, like a putty formula in e.l.f, and I have not really tried that because I don't like matte primers. I like luminous primers, and this is definitely up my alley. Even though I've just tried it for like a really short amount of time, I really like it, and I think going forward I'll be using that a lot. And yeah, I totally love it. So that's a primer favorite of 2021. Alright, now let's talk about foundations. I think my major obsession of 2021 was foundations. I have tried so many foundations. I have fell in love with so many foundations, and there are quite a few that I want to show today. So I have picked up these three products. First is the K-Beauty Luminous Hydrating Foundation. You guys know how much I love this. This has been like my go-to foundation for the majority of 2021, and this is just something that blew my mind. Like a drugstore brand, though K-Beauty's price range is not exactly drugstore, but still it is always on offer. You have some kind of discounts and sale prices and everything. If you do that math, you'll get it a little bit cheaper than its MRP. But K foundation is like my top favorite. K-Beauty has definitely nailed in terms of foundation. So I'm in the shade 155Y Tan. It is a very great match. I'll leave the link where I have tried this foundation up over here. Also, I think I did a video on all these foundations that I'm going to show you for YouTube. So as in when I speak, you'll see an annotation up over here, so you can click on that to see the review of the product. The next foundation that I loved in 2021 was somewhere in mid or right towards the end of 2021. It was the My Glamm Age Reviving or Age Defying foundation. This one is in the shade Revive, and this is also such a great foundation. Now if you're looking out for a foundation that is a less dewy in comparison to K-Beauty, I would say the Age Defying foundation. Also, it is a luminous foundation. It is not like extremely matte, but it's just a tad bit less dewy compared to K. Also, there are not a lot of shade ranges in My Glamm's Age Defying foundations, so it kind of lags points there, but still it's a really great foundation. Now, the last foundation that I loved in 2021 was the Huda Beauty Luminous Stick Foundation. This comes in so many different shades, and it's just an amazing foundation for like dab, blend, and you're good to go. It has this perfect coverage. It just smooths out your skin color. It just smooths out your pores, pigmentation, and that's the reason I'm going to use this today. This one is in the shade Toffee. I'm just going to apply a little bit, like a few lines. So I'm just taking a brush. This is the PAC 245 brush. It is a really soft brush. This is not something that I use for my foundation, but this foundation blends even with your hands. You don't have to worry about it being streaky or it being cakey or if it's not blending. It will blend just right with your fingers as well, and as you can see, it just gives this flawless finish, but it has a luminous kind of finish to it. It has a very natural, as I said, my skin but better kind of a coverage. Did I say the shade that I'm using? This is the 420G Toffee. It's a really great match for me. Again, I have spoken about this foundation in depth in another video, so I'll leave its link up over here. Do check that out. I just blended out my foundation. As you can see, my skin is completely flawless, but it has this very light coverage. You can also build up the coverage if you want, and you can just make it into a medium to full coverage as well, just by adding a little bit more. But as you can see, the shade is a really good match, and it just kind of evens out my skin tone. Also guys, if you're kind of hearing some noise behind, I have my fan turned on because it is extremely hot and humid over here, and I don't want to sweat and ruin my makeup and everything. So I hope it's not audible, but still, if you are able to hear a little bit of a background noise compared to the last clip, then I'm extremely sorry for that. Now coming to concealers, I have two favorite concealers. One I think I started trying by the end of 2020, so I'm not going to use this today, and I'm not 100% sure if this is a 2020 favorite or 2021 favorite. So this one is the Magic Wand Concealer by Sugar Cosmetics. This one is in the shade Chocosino. I think I have used this in 2020. Again, I'm not 100% sure. It has a variety of shade ranges in it, and it lasts for a really long time, and also it doesn't crease, at least on me. So I really like this one. The other concealer that I have started trying in 2021 is the Swiss Beauty Full Coverage Liquid Concealer. This one is in the shade 03. There are very limited shades in this, but in terms of consistency, in terms of how beautiful this blends, it is actually has blown me away. It is so full coverage for the price that it gives. The amount of performance it does is insane. I think it's somewhere around 200 rupees or something. I'll leave its link. I'll leave all the products link actually in the description box. You can check them out. It's just super affordable. So as you can see, it just blends out and blends right into my skin. I really love this concealer. Like, as I said, it's so affordable, yet it performs like a high-end product. So while I am concealing this, while I'm blending this, I really want to quickly talk to you guys about the e.l.f. sponges. I think this one is the camo sponge, and this is a total coverage sponge, a total face sponge. I'm not 100% sure in terms of the name, but I really love the e.l.f. sponges, guys, especially this concealer one. It is so soft. It is softer than, I think, Beauty Blender. I have tried Beauty Blender for I think 2 to 3 years, and it obviously was time for me to replace, and I was looking out for an alternative, something like a dupe in drugstore, and I have heard amazing things about this sponge. This was always out of stock, so I first grabbed this. This is like equally soft, but it's not like soft as Beauty Blender, but it's somewhere really close, and a very great dupe. It is huge as well. It is like extremely huge in comparison to Beauty Blender. But then this was in stock, right, I think during Dussehra time this was in stock, and that's when I picked up. I don't remember exactly, but I was blown away by the way this performs and how soft this is, and ever since then this is something that I have been constantly picking up from my vanity. I really love the e.l.f. sponges. I would highly recommend you to check them out. Now next up is a powder to set your face, and my favorite has to be the My Glamm Pose HD Banana Powder. It is something that I have not seen people talk about a lot. It's always that promotional videos of My Glamm that goes around every month, and to be really honest, My Glamm doing this campaigns every single month is kind of making people held back. It's not actually promoting their brand. It's kind of making people think कि ये तो influencers करते ही हैं. It's like a campaign that they're doing. Although I'm really grateful that they kind of send products. They have a really great PR team, guys. They kind of give so many different offers, which I really appreciate. But they're doing this bulk campaigns of My Glamm EXO creators and giving this one slogan ke sab log yehi bolo, and that kind of gets repetitive, and I think people can get a little held back. Okay, this is just a promotional video, people say just for the sake of it, but I genuinely really love My Glamm products, and I think the other influencers also who are promoting it kind of can resemble to me, that Glamm is definitely a product that is not taken seriously. I might have to talk to you guys about this in some other video because I can go on and on in regards to this. But yeah, I just want to say that Glamm is genuinely my favorite brand. There are so many different products from Glamm, especially the Manish Malhotra range. I absolutely love it. And so is this banana powder. It is really good. It is finely milled. It just looks like you have no powder on, but it sets your face. I'm just taking a big jumbo brush, and as you can see, it sets everything, but my face still looks dewy and it doesn't look cakey at all. So the next product in my favorites list is a bronzer. So this one is a trio. This is Glamm's Chisel It. So basically you get your bronzer, your blush and a highlighter. I'm not going to talk about the highlighter. It is good, but it is not like my favorite compared to the one that I'll be showing you next. So I'm going to just apply this bronzer and blush. Both of these are really good. But coming to this bronzer, again it's same like the banana powder. It is not extremely heavy, like it doesn't leave a lot of product or pigment. You kind of want to build, because you can go ahead and reapply. You can kind of make it look a little heavy and make it look kind of glamish, but at the same time अगर आप just थोड़ा सा bronzy effect चाहते हो, you can also do that as well. Also doesn't look streaky, it doesn't give you any harsh pigmented lines or anything. It just gives you a nice bronzy effect, and that's what I really like. Also in 2021 I really liked face palettes. They were really handy, like they go together really well, and I've spoken about this in another video as well, that I have been really loving trios or something that kind of is compact and एक ही palette में आ जाता है, the highlighter, bronzer and blush. It just makes sense to me. So yeah, this is the blush. As you can see, it is a peachy pink, same kind of a formula, but it has a little extra sheen to it. It has this glowiness. It's not like matte, but has a little bit of a satin finish. Now coming to the highlight of 2021, it has to be my Swiss Beauty Fusion highlighter. This one is in the shade 05. It is like a rose gold, peachish kind of a highlighter. It is so affordable, but at the same time it has like this super reflective properties to it. I like to apply this with a wet brush. I like to apply this just as it is. जब से मैंने ये ख़रीदा है और जब से मैंने इसको first time use किया, I have not stopped using this. Like I go back to this or that highlighter just for the purpose of trying, but I always end up just going back to this. I've also uploaded a short here on YouTube for this one, and I also uploaded that on my Instagram as well. And you can see it on that video that I was literally shocked on how blinding this is. It was like my first impression video on this, and I was genuinely really shocked. It just looks so beautiful, guys. It has this wet finish to it. It's glowy. It just goes really well with my skin color. I will highly recommend you to check this out. It's in the shade 05. I have to see if I can get my hands on other shades as well, but I genuinely really love this shade. It just goes really well with my skin color. So that's about my face products. That's basically all the products that I've been loving for my base makeup. Now coming to the eyes, again I have tried this as a first impressions on my YouTube channel, so I'll leave its link up over here. This is the Cuffs and Lashes Coverpot. This one is in the shade 06. This had been my favorite, like prepping my eyelid kind of a product. This has been a product to just lay down before my eyeshadows or doing my eye makeup. This has been like my base for my eyelid or a primer for an eyelid. It works really great. It is super thick. It is blendable. I've did a whole dedicated video on this. I'll leave its link up over in the annotation. So yeah, I'm just going to apply this. It is super affordable, comes in tons of different shades, and Cuffs and Lashes, to be honest, had blown my socks off in 2021. I have tried so many products from them: lashes, eyeshadow palette, cover pots, like so many different things, and I absolutely love Cuffs and Lashes and how affordable they are. That's my eyelid, nice and prepped. You can see it just gives that beautiful base, evened out my pigmentation on the eyelids and gives such a beautiful canvas. So in terms of eye makeup, I really have been loving the 9-pan eyeshadow palettes, be it from Nicka K, be it from My Glamm, or even be it from NY Bae. I have been really loving the 9-pan eyeshadows. These are the few that I have been really loving. So this is the Nicka K Autumn Spice palette. I have did a look using this palette. There is also this Poison Apple palette from Nicka K that I really love. And there are a lot of videos that I have done on Manish Malhotra's 9-pan eyeshadow palettes. This is the collaboration with My Glamm. So this one is called Soiee, and this is kind of a cool tone one, but you have this beautiful lilac in here and you have this highlighty shade which is so good. This one is called Revie. I've did so many different looks using these palettes. Obviously Manish Malhotra palettes are a little expensive. These are $18.50, but you get discounts. I have coupon codes every single month for Manish Malhotra or My Glamm products. So head on to my Instagram for discounts. I have a discount section in my highlights. So check out My Glamm highlights or My Glamm discounts in there. I have them every single month. So you can use those codes and get discounts on these products. And to be really honest, Nicka K is super affordable. These are like $6.99, but you get them always on offer. You even get a combo offers as well, so don't get afraid in trying those out. So basically today I'm going to use the Poison Apple palette because it's been really a long time that I've used this. So I'm just going to this shade to deepen my crease, this one just to blend out the edges, and maybe this and this just in the center of the lid. So let's see how we go. I'm not going to speak or talk to you guys about during this eye makeup look because I have so many different looks on my Instagram. You can go ahead and check out. I have a lot of videos that I have did using these palettes, so I'll leave my Instagram handle in the description box, also on my screen. You can check them out over there. I'm just going to do this in a speed forward motion. I'll add a beautiful music on top for you to relax and see, and let's jump right into it.
Why you always in the mood, messing around acting brand new? Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Why you always in the mood, messing around acting brand new? Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Why you always in the mood, yeah? Why you always in the mood, messing around acting brand new? I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood, messing around acting brand new? I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but try to play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Everything look better with a view. Why you always in the mood, yeah? Why you always in the mood?
So that is my eye makeup done. I have not done my lower lash because I'm about to show you guys my next favorite product. This is the My Glamm Manish Malhotra glitter liner. This one is in the shade Jade Forest. It is a forest green liner, but it has its glitter properties to it. I have been really digging this a lot during the festive season that I had in December, and I've been constantly using this on my almost all looks. So I really love this. I'm going to check out more shades in this particular liner situation. So I just applied like a thick liner on the lower lash. Just going to wing it out a little bit. So this is basically how my eye makeup looks at the moment. Now coming to the liners, I really have been loving the Asfa Halal liners. Now these are affordable. They come in 3 different shades. They are Halal certified products, and I've also done a dedicated video on this on my Instagram's IGTV, or like a full format video. There's a nice and pigmented, and they have a good pigmentation, longevity, and also they are Halal certified. And I really want to promote something that is Halal certified, which is not really famous in India. So yeah, basically I have been really loving this. Also comes in 2 different shades, a blue and green. So I'm quickly going to use the shade black, line my eyes, and then be right back. I just applied my liner really close to my lash line because I don't want it to be thick or anything. Now coming to mascaras, I have been loving the Maybelline Falsies Push-Up Drama Mascara, but I think I have shown this in 2020 as well, and this is like a repurchase. That really speaks that I have been really loving this mascara, but I have to really dig and try into a lot more of drugstore mascaras. But I definitely have been trying out this one. If you're wondering what this is a sample from Huda Beauty's Mega Lash Mascara. I think that's what it's called. It's called Legit Lash Mascara, not Mega Lash. So basically this is a sample size or a sample variant of the Legit Lash. I have one side which is more lengthwise or lengthening mascara, and the other is a volumizing one, and I really like this. I have been using this I think for 2 months now, so I can still use this for another month. I have been loving the volumizing one more than the lengthening one. So yeah, I really like it. It's quite pricey, but I got this as a sample, and it was free with the Huda Beauty foundation, and I actually purchased it from Sephora India. So they give a lot of samples, so do keep an eye on that. But I'll probably not repurchase it because I really want to try out few of the drugstore variants of mascaras that are in the market. I have not really tried out a lot of them. I have been sticking to my favorites like the Push-Up Drama or the Lash Paradise Mascara and Rimmel. That have been my like old favorites, and this is something that I have used for like 2-3 times now. I have repurchased this for 2-3 times. I'm not going to repurchase mascaras anymore. I'll probably try out few variants in 2022. So for now, I'm just going to add these two to my favorites, Maybelline Push-Up Drama and the Legit Lash from Huda Beauty. Now coming to the falsies, I had to show you my top favorite falsies of 2022. It has to be the Beautylicious HD Mink Lashes. These are a luxury variant. This is in the style Babe. It is super fluffy, super glamorous. If you are going for an event, if you have, you know, a wedding or any kind of an event to dress up to and you want falsies, like a glam falsies, definitely go ahead and check out Beautylicious Lashes. They are 3D, they are fox mink, they are really amazing. They have this 3D effect going on. You have shorter bristles, you have longer lashes, and everything looks absolutely luxurious. And it's actually priced at 550 rupees, I think. So I'll leave its link in the description box. I think you'll have to ping them on WhatsApp and get your order confirmed, and that's what I did basically. So that is the procedure. Also, if you want more affordable lashes, I would highly recommend you to check out Cups and Lashes. That is what I'm wearing right now. These are in the style Lonavla. These are really good. I have been using this I think for the 15th or 16th time right now. I really love them. Really good quality, nice and fluttery. It just looks really luxe quality, and I think they retail only for like 150 or 190 rupees. I'm not 100% sure, but they are like extremely affordable, guys. I would highly recommend you to check out Cups and Lashes eyelashes. So that is regarding my favorites of lashes. Now coming to my favorite part, that is the lips. I have been a hoarder of lip glosses. 2021 was absolutely full on in terms of lip glosses. I have been loving lip glosses like no other time. I was never a lip gloss kind of a person. Was everything about lip glosses. I was not really wearing lipsticks. I have been wearing clear glosses that are like translucent, has a little bit of a sheen, a little hint of color here and there, and that's it. And my top favorite has to be my Fenty Glosses, the first one that I have picked up, and this is what kind of made me fall in love with glosses. This one is in the style Fussy. It is like a universally flattering kind of a mauvey shade, but it actually looks really translucent, gives a little hint of a pink color. That's pretty much it. No other color to it, just a little hint of pink, and it just looks like super natural. The other lip gloss that I have tried from Fenty Beauty is Baby Brut. I picked up this I think by the end of 2021. The packaging is definitely really cute, but it just wears off very quickly, so I'm not a huge fan of that. But the shades are really pretty. Of course, you have seen me wearing the lip injection in the starting of the video. I absolutely love this. I sometimes use this as a gloss itself. And then coming to the Lakme Absolute Spotlight lip glosses, these are lipstick based glosses. I mean, like, they are not extremely glossy in terms of shine and that poutiness, but it just adds a little hint of a color and just like a satin finish kind of a gloss, and this is like super good. And the other one that I have been loving is the Sugar Time to Shine lip gloss. This is in the shade Penelope Peach Stop, again one of my favorite. I'm actually going to put on my favorite lip gloss, of course the Fenty Beauty one, but I just want to add a little bit of a color as well. Huge shout out to Verified lipsticks. The shade Lightella has to be my favorite out of the ones that I have tried. Her bullet lipsticks, these are Anam's newly launched lipsticks. She is such an inspiration, super proud of her, and it was such a great launch of 2021. I absolutely love the shade Lightella. It's always in my handbag, you know, whenever I'm traveling or going anywhere, this has to be in my bag because it's such a pretty shade. Like it matches really well with so many different looks and outfits. I absolutely love Lightella. I also have the shade Shabbo. It has a little bit of a pink hint to it, but I like Lightella more than Shabbo. Also, Masaba by Nykaa's lipsticks. These are bullet lipsticks, matte, semi-matte or demi-matte, whatever you call them. Absolutely love the packaging. Shades are amazing. So the Masaba by Nykaa You Grow Girl has been definitely a really beautiful one. This is the one that I'm going to apply today. A really nice mauvey nude. Again, it's like a no-brainer. It goes really well with so many different looks. Mauve is obviously like a favorite of mine. You see, it has a nice, buttery, smooth formula to it. And it is super buttery. So it is not like a really long-lasting or long-wear formula. But it is definitely a pretty shade. I really like all the shades that Masaba by Nykaa has. And then I'm topping it off with the Fenty gloss. This one is in the shade Baby Brat. Such a pretty gloss, guys. If you don't like lip glosses and if you are really keen on trying or stepping into glosses, but I don't think there are any of you who are not into glosses because last 2 years were completely about glosses, right? I don't know if we are going back to matte liquid lipsticks or anything. I think that phase has died down on me. I'm all about shiny and glossy lips these days. Not only these days, last couple of months and almost a year, I have already been into gloss kind of a person. So if you are not yet, and if you want to put your hands on it and step like a toe in lip glosses, then I would highly recommend you to check out Fenty glosses. It is definitely an investment. It is like a beautiful gloss to look at, and it is Fenty, you know. The texture is beautiful, the color range is beautiful. I'm so keen on trying the Heat Wala thing that she launched recently, I think during September, October or something. I'm really interested in trying that out, but I'm not purchasing like a high-end makeup brands these days because it's kind of like a clutter. I have so many different products and I want to try out some drugstore really affordable products because a lot of you have been asking me for those and I really want to try those out. So I'm keeping a little distance from high-end brands and kind of more focusing on indie brands or, you know, originated in India kind of brands, and also smaller brands, and also drugstore, which is quite affordable. So yeah, that's basically my rambling on what I'm going to do in 2022 basically. So this is the final look that I've created using all the products that I have loved in 2021. So a lot of products that I have spoken about, and I still am using quite a lot of products that I've used today. So I'm yet to try a lot of products. I am picking a few bits and pieces of areas like brows or blushes, eyeshadow palettes and everything that I have to look into more. I'm really keen on trying out some drugstore brands in 2022. So hopefully I'll be getting a lot of more favorites or gems in 2022 for drugstore. So yeah, really gearing up for 2022, guys. I hope you guys are too. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please like, subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys soon in my next one.